Okay, we're back for the second half of episode 3. How are you guys doing? Uh, so we had a particularly charismatic young shaman by the name of Kahuna Horta Horta the Great, who is currently looking to spend a bit more time with fellow magician Artemyst.
Mhm.
So as the boat is like cresting the waves at midnight, Horta Horta has been nonstop talking about magic and is then, takes a little time to stop talking for a second and be like, so, you guys do this kind of stuff often? Moonlight, midnight extractions across the ocean?
I believe it's because you're such a VIP that we had to, discretion was the most when we were debriefed about this.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, no one will
So,
see me leave and no one will see me arrive kind of thing, right?
Quick,
of course.
quick question. Have you told him you're not an actual magician yet?
That's not important.
Just curious. Okay.
I'm more concerned that you've already taken a selfie of him and it's posted on your Tumblr.
Are you guys just texting that to each other right now?
I guess. Why not?
So you can't see it, you're just texting it all around?
Yeah.
Yes, we things like this, extractions, infiltration, things like that. Very, very dangerous, very exciting work.
What kind of accent is that?
Greek.
Oh, I've heard some very fascinating things about Greek women.
Really?
You should meet her parents.
It's like, well, that's a little forward. I was just hoping for dinner afterwards.
We'll have to see how the end of the job goes.
Maybe tonight, Waikiki, my barracks.
Perhaps they might have some more work for you to do when you get back. The suits.
He leans over to the doctor and is like, what was your name again? Katami?
Atsumi?
Tsumi, sorry. This isn't sexual harassment here, right? Like, I can have a romantic relationship with a colleague?
I feel like it might endanger your security. I think it's something you really need to think about before you enter into.
With
My
a security guard?
Yeah, I mean...
I mean, wouldn't it be cool to have a bodyguard who is also your girlfriend, right? Like,
it would be super cool, but wouldn't it would compromise your relationship because you could be kidnapped, she could be kidnapped. I mean, matters of the heart. You can't just leap into it,
If she broke up with you, she could obviously just know exactly where to go and to shoot you in the head.
She could be a crazy ex-girlfriend. We don't know.
Man, there's not like a persuasion roll on this, is there?
Actually, though,
I don't know what this is. Is this like just a straight charisma roll?
I mean, it could be considered etiquette. Like, this is against protocol.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it a
I mean
con check?
that much. I feel like you should make a con check just for the overall situation to see if you.
no. But imagine it. Imagine one night, the guard,
Maybe make the contact.
the package. I can see the movie now.
It's like, oh my gosh, they could make like a romantic movie about our love,
Right? Of course.
and we
I'm
could
really
play
into that.
ourselves and make so much money.
I would love that.
I think there was a con roll you were supposed
Yeah,
to do.
what's that mean?
Yeah,
Sorry, I
it's-
was like, I'm not even talking anymore.
Con plus charisma, sorry, to see if he gets suspicious about this whole situation, because obviously
There was one thing she couldn't protect them from: love.
Whoa,
This is why you're the face.
fucking huge role.
This is why you're
Yeah, the whole time they're just like, it could be sexual harassment, and he chills out with Artemis. He's like, okay, all right, the movie's a nice idea, but
But the tagline. Did you not hear the tagline? It was perfect.
he's
Perhaps you should bring this up during contract negotiation.
I think
I'm not gonna contract negotiate for love, man.
I mean, have you seen some of the women that work for Horizon?
He's
that'd
just
be a
like,
boring scene.
He's not
he's
wearing
like,
pants.
listen,
I don't think
yeah, he's not wearing pants. He's still just wearing his like
Yeah,
his,
like
the Hawaiian version of a kilt, and he's just
Yeah.
like, listen, man, I'm like young and desirable and a powerful shaman. He like holds his hands up and like little illusional balls of fire show up. He's like, I don't need Horizon to give me women. Plus, that's super weird. That's like 100 years ago. What are you from, like the 1970s?
As soon as he does the little balls of illusion stuff, I either like take a step back from him.
There's not a lot of space on this.
Yeah, just like pushing up against his bags, like
Nope.
He'd probably love that anyway. He'd be like, yeah, like fear me.
I imagine the movie version of me would be very cold and very tough. But the movie version of you would win me over eventually.
I don't know. I feel like I'm the cool, detached one, and you're like the totally manic pixie dream girl version.
We flip the stereotype on its side, of course.
No, I think that's actually the normal stereotype. That's pretty much.
No, the bodyguard is like would be the cold one, and then you would be the one chasing them. But we flip it. The bodyguard wants the target.
Oh.
The woman tends to be the manic pixie dream girl, however.
But now I'm the manic pixie dream guy, which is cool because I can do some weird dream stuff.
Either way, it's gold. Just hang on to that idea, or I'll hang on. I'll hang on to the idea for you.
He's like, it's your idea, actually.
Yes, of course. I would hang on to
we
the
put a
idea
pin in
for
both
me.
ideas and
Perfect. Yes.
Very good.
So how long is this boat ride? Because
It's like 8 hours.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Is there any way I can speed that up?
I mean, no. You're already in a speedboat crossing the ocean. There's only so fast you can go before it gets super dangerous.
I think that was actually an in-character question too. Like, how long is the boat ride again?
no, yeah, it's freaking Null is like starting to get like antsy, I think. Like I think this guy like gives off like an aura essentially, or like, and it's just not good for her to be around.
Bad juju.
Or good juju, just not
Juju of any kind.
yeah. No.
So what's going on in Shadowlands right now?
Just so it's like, I think he's gonna try like a sensing auras real quick,
Alright.
and I gotta figure out how that works. It lets you like read people's emotional state, right?
Isn't it just like a weird perception test?
Yeah, it is using a sense.
And then their essence will like come into it and stuff. Because if you have a bunch of essence, it's easier. If it's otherwise,
astral perception. You
Perceiving
can
magic?
read an astral signature by. No, I'm not looking for astral signature. I'm looking for aura. Astral perception, dual natured, a sensing table.
Aha, there we go. That sounds like the crazy stuff we want.
All right, yeah, he's gonna go ahead and make an sensing roll. He has 12 dice.
who's he sensing?
Everybody. Just a sensing general area. He can tell everybody's cyberware implants unless you, for some reason, have betaware or bioware. General diagnosis of any maladies. What's your magic rating, Colette?
5 or
All right,
5.1 technically.
Yeah, so he's higher magic level than you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's just like, wow, all of you have cyberware, huh? Like, you're...
Some of my wear is beta or alpha wear, but most of it's just
Yeah, he could tell that your essence level is very low, however.
Oh no, he can get that by standing near me.
He's just like, whoa, all of you have cyberware. That's so weird.
Yeah, I probably flipped my eyes a couple times, like back to normal, and then back to the weird mirror shades thing.
Do I have cyberware? Is that my glasses? Because I don't
No,
think
you
I
don't
have.
have
Do you not? Oh, do you have full essence? Yeah, except for you. So he's like, except for you. Yeah, I guess you're the normal one. That's why you're the team leader.
And what? Nisa? Oh, the leader.
Leader. Yeah, leader.
Yeah.
That's why you're Lolita.
Police robot. I get it.
So this continues awkwardly for hours on end. Unless there's
I'm like
anything
looking
else.
through a sniper rifle, like in front of us, like trying not to be in the situation.
He for other people he would be like, "Oh, what kind of rifle is that?" But for you, he just actively ignores you.
Mhm.
Good.
I'll
Good.
talk to him the whole time and like keep him engaged and distracted the whole while we're
Perfect.
Talk about
Yeah.
pop culture.
Panther's being like Artemis wingman. Like all he's doing right now is holding on to his steering wheel.
Mhm.
It's very boring. Like maybe he's watching some sensor.
Yeah, when you guys land, he sees the van at the docks, and he's just like, that logo looks a little shoddy there."
There was an incident. We had to have it repainted.
Uh-huh.
I hired the painter.
And then, like, as the doors open and you're escorting him inside, he's like, "This isn't real leather. Where's the Trid players?"
It's faux leather.
Ugh.
Yeah, we had heaps of them, malfunction, so we had to use the old ones, and this is then we had a crash, so we're really sorry, but, we are trying to be inconspicuous, so hope you understand.
Yeah.
I thought real leather would be offensive to a shaman.
What? No, I love eating meat.
Oh,
You idiot.
Panther's
Listen.
just loading up all his bags.
He's just like, "Yeah, man, Raven doesn't give a shit. Raven eats everything."
Yeah, Raven's cool.
Yeah, Raven's cool, man.
you're also a raven. You also follow Raven.
Oh, you're a Raven totem?
I am.
So cool.
Look, we have something in common. This is incredible.
And as you're driving, his head explodes.
I
Uh-oh.
didn't check it.
He's just
Wait,
dead.
So do I not get like a chance to react? Like,
I mean, I gave you had hours to do this. I was like, unless you want to do something.
Yeah, we forgot to check.
You didn't do it at the house. You didn't do it when you were getting on the boat. You didn't do it when you crossed the ocean. His head just
no one brought it up or anything, and she was too freaked out to actually.
Yeah.
do it.
His
I
head
completely
just
forgot about that.
explodes, and so
Oh,
you're all covered in blood.
I
Why
forgot.
did you want us to take it to... What the hell? Was this set up or what? Like,
No,
it's
no,
like,
I-
ew.
I forgot to check his head for magic. Unnerves me. I didn't check him.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and then we decided the Horizon didn't do that.
We heard
No,
that we
It was
heard that they did not do that.
They didn't do it as far as anyone knew. If they did it really like under the table, which is, and I just forgot to check because I think she forgot to check, and if no one told her to, because she was nervous as hell around this guy.
Yeah.
I don't even understand what happened. Why did his head explode?
Oh, okay.
He had
So,
some explosive.
Sorry.
are you asking in or out of character?
Probably out of character, but
Okay,
also in
so,
character. I'm confused.
Most corporations, for like major researchers and people who normally change hands a lot, they put like cortex bombs in people's brains that will explode when they're like kidnapped. And this guy, like, they didn't know he was kidnapped for hours and hours on end until the real security team showed up at dawn and was like, "Where's
no.
where's the guy?" We're
Fuck.
My only question is, does it give off a signal before it blows up, or is it just?
I mean,
No.
that's something you should have asked
like
a
you
long.
know-
No, I just meant like when it's triggered, would there be like a split second to stop it, or is it just done?
No, it just blows up.
I just want to make sure.
The devices usually aren't advanced enough to track people's location, because that would, like, something that gives off a location marker is very easily noticed on the Matrix.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. This just like blows up when someone's cell phone calls it.
Yep. I just forgot to ask.
So yeah, you're all sitting in the van covered in blood.
Fuck.
Well,
I think Prono's face looks relieved, and then like, oh god, he's dead. It's like, oh fuck.
Panther's a little bit shocked.
Like wiping my eyes and
Pulls
like
over the side of the street.
I'm gonna take off my glasses and wipe them with my like jacket to try and be able to see.
Yeah. So all that's left is like a neck and a body that's just red all down the front. And there's just like red blood dripping from the ceiling. It's super gory. And you know for a fact that like this van is going to need a serious cleaning.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh man.
So you're on the docks in what's not a stolen van, but a borrowed van that you don't legally own, with a dead body inside, and a client who expects you to finish the job.
I mean,
there's no way to salvage the client. The client's just going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
You can do things with a dead body.
Not what they want. They wanted to pump him for information.
Couldn't they make him a cyber guy?
That's not how that works.
We haven't had anyone.
He's also a mage. They most likely wanted him for that.
Yeah, like we just have to take command of the situation and clean up the van.
Let's look through his stuff.
Drive it to my warehouse and try and get it back to normal.
We should still deliver. At least own up to what happened.
No,
we don't have time.
Take his luggage to her, and maybe he'd have some artifacts.
We do not bring them the body. We tell them there was an incident. He is dead. It's fine. The only saving grace we have here is that we are 1-for-1 in jobs for them. We may get hired again if they're desperate. We do not.
Don't go there.
Yes, whatever we can do for our reputation.
Could I roll etiquette to see like what Renraku would want us to do in this situation?
Die?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing you could do.
We don't actually know though.
Etiquette what?
Etiquette, I'm sorry, like intelligence, logic, etiquette, logic. I think would probably, yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah, they're probably gonna want to hear about this at some point. Even if you don't bring them the body, they're probably not gonna want the body on their hands.
Yeah,
they're gonna want to hear from you at some point, though.
Right.
We give them a briefing,
and soon, because you're supposed to deliver him soon.
We give them a briefing.
Deliver him, and his head exploded. We didn't know.
So tell me about what's the deal with the van?
We deal with the van and the body on our own terms. We tell them what happened. We don't deliver this to them because that would be disrespectful. We are handing them our problems and expecting them to fix them.
Right.
We deal with our end. We tell them there was a mistake, a misunderstanding. What we tell them does not matter.
They fell off in a boat into the water.
No, we just tell them they had a cortical bomb. We missed it on our scans.
Or that it malfunctioned.
So an incident happened, and now he is now dead, basically.
Yeah.
He drowned at sea.
Panther, can you clean this? Can you do this? We have to get this back.
I can clean it. How much time do we have?
How long do we have the van for?
Hours.
We have it for a long time. Just clean it.
Before we drive off, we should clean all the blood off the windows so someone just sees us driving by, doesn't see blood dripping down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clothes in the back. We'll just wipe the windows off with those.
Sure, we clean off the windows. And...
Oh my god, you literally clean up his blood with his own clothing. He's the fucking worst.
As we get through, he's like the rest of him into the water.
He's not going to use them now.
He literally just tosses his body into the water. Perfect.
I'll make sure there's nothing else Matrix connected in his luggage.
Take me to my apartment. I'll deal with the body.
I mean, it sounds like Dr. Akari is just throwing the body back into the water.
Which is a bad idea.
Listen, I can take it, I can dump it in the middle of the ocean, nobody ever find it.
I'm not sure how, so...
Just throwing it into the, there are organ, we have contacts we can call that can deal with this type of thing, or I can just deal with it. Just throwing it in the river, or not the river, rather, the ocean is just, someone's gonna...
Makes it like an accident.
Yeah, his head exploded on accident.
Maybe.
I mean, we're going to have to take his body somewhere, and I have to clean the van.
There's people that have a use for dead bodies.
I can deal with the dead body. I just need you to deal with the van and call Renraku.
All right.
This
All
is
right.
amazing because you're all like cleaning the windows
we're
with
wiping-
clothing,
And
and
then
you're all.
everyone's getting mad at each other.
Oh
just,
my
like,
God. In the
What are the
movie?
clothes, like weird touristy shirts?
There'd be like some
Amazing.
super tense violin music where it'd be like slowly picking up in pitch, where it's like.
Just, like, with like using t-shirts to wipe blood off the windows.
It does really hard cuts between you guys arguing with each other, like no downtime, and it's just like everyone's just like, no, do this, do this.
At some point, like there's the argument, and I think Pernell actually gets like her like the vocal mic picks up, and she just yells "stop" like really, really loudly, and then just looks at like Panther's like, "You deal with the van now. Take it to your shop. Do whatever you have to do, and get it back to my contact."
Like Panther's not stopping. He's like, he's getting the van ready as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Like if you guys are sitting there arguing and the van is in good enough condition and he can drive it away, he does.
Yeah, so you guys are all still in the van as it drives away.
All right.
I was okay.
Are you gonna get out at some point?
Panther will deal with the van. You can deal with the body. Akira and I can deal with our client.
Tell them that the cortex malfunctioned before we actually got him here.
Yes, that works.
And Panther's like, one of you at least is going to help me clean this van.
We just did.
I mean, wiping down blood is not the same thing as.
Is any of you in the van? You are now kidnapped and you're helping me clean the van.
The van's the
Trying to
least
get out of the van.
important thing here. Like
Yeah.
the van doesn't matter nearly.
Horizon
I
can
have,
wait a couple hours until we have to return this van.
I have someone who can help us out on like street gang, like black market pipeline thingy.
Just get a power washer. Like we don't need like a contact to clean a fucking van.
No, I mean for the body. Like if we're
Oh
still.
no! Like I have the body covered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that Perno can do
All right.
something. Yeah.
So tell me where everyone's going. Panther is staying in the dirty van and driving it to his warehouse to clean it.
I would want, or I guess, does Akira want to? Do you want to come with me to talk to our client, or do you want to
Yeah,
go?
I feel like we should. No, I don't want to help clean.
Okay.
So they're expecting you to drive into the Renraku garage.
Can we take an Uber? We should so take an Uber.
Yeah.
Oh
you
my
can take
gosh.
an Uber. What is Pronel doing?
I'm taking the body to my apartment.
So I'm
taking
curious
this
how
elevator
you are
thing.
getting the body out of the van and to your apartment.
Oh, so one of the
Your
things.
bags without had clothes in it.
You're just
One of
gonna
the-
weekend at Bernie's then?
Not at all.
No, one of the things for the apartment is it's extra secure, obscure, difficult to find, and has a special work area.
Yes.
So I think the extra secure part means that there are like multiple entrances if you want to get in without like paparazzi finding you or something.
Sure.
'Cause, like,
I'm way more concerned about the point from the docks where you leave with the body.
I was hoping Panther just dropped me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if Panther just dropped you off, that's fine.
Like, that was what I was
That's-
like kidnapping.
yeah.
The van was
For some reason, I thought you were in the van at the docks, and you were like, I'm just
He's
going to
just
take the
holding
dead
his
body
body.
out and carry it home. And I was like,
I was
this is
thinking
not going to
Panther
work.
was dropping me off.
Right, yeah, yeah.
I
No,
would literally
yeah.
just hijack a car or something.
I mean, I assume your butler downstairs, your like concierge, just like, shall I call the specialty elevator for you?
Yes,
I'll put
Chuck.
down some plastic.
Just whatever. I'm taking it upstairs and it will never be seen from again. It's
I
fine.
see that you're very emotional this morning.
I dealt with magic.
Ah, I understand. So your Uber drops you off in front of the Renraku corporate headquarters, and there's like the underground parking garage with like a corp guy in front of it with the two like orange safety barriers that come up and down. You get dropped off in front, and he's like, excuse me, girls, I'm gonna have to ask you to enter through the front entrance. This is a corporate loading cargo.
You were expecting us.
Oh,
You're supposed to be expecting us.
yeah. So you guys are in Horizon uniforms, covered in blood, and he's like, "Oh, you're the extraction team. Which one of you is the target?"
There was a complication.
Oh, you know what? He just like steps back, and one of the orange things goes up. He's like, "I don't want to know about it. I just don't want to know. I like living." Yeah,
He's gonna look at Artemyst and be like, should we just not go in? Or
So yeah, he's like got his radio, and he's just like calling down to Avantish, and
Mhm. Does she? Does he like? I guess we'll wait to see if he's calling up to her. I guess we'll wait and see if she's like, come upstairs or kill them or
he's
whatever.
just like, yeah, Miss Evelina, blah blah blah. He's, oh, Miss Johnson, Miss Lee,
Miss Lee.
Yeah. And he's just like, go down to the garage. She's waiting for you.
All right. Then
As you're
practical.
so as you're going down to the garage, you can hear him like pull his handgun out, like take the magazine out, like put it back in, and like make sure it's loaded and rack around in, and then like put it back in there, like he's expecting to use it shortly.
Oh, okay.
And then the orange safety barrier comes back down as you like continue to go down into the underground.
Yeah, if he was about to shoot us, I was like, wait a minute, but yeah.
No, he might have to shoot you in the future. That's what.
Just so you know, just in case someone does try to surprise us, one of my adept powers lets me always get a perception test to not get surprised.
Okay, well then you're not surprised when you reach the bottom, and Avantish, in her like classic icy business suit, looks pretty blank-faced, completely blank-faced, like normal, no emotion. She's got one of the two troll bodyguards. It's the bouncer from the club. He doesn't even bother weapon checking you this time. She's just like, so, I see that our uniforms are going to need some dry cleaning.
Yes.
Where are all the uniforms?
Our two companions still have theirs. We can get them. Obviously, we can get them back if you really want them back.
No.
Okay. Right. So there was a complication.
I inferred that by the fact that you were standing here outside of a vehicle covered in blood.
The target had a Cortex bomb.
That
It
is why we
malfunctioned.
hire Shadowrunners, is to deal with things like that.
So
We were
beyond
unable
our
to-
control. Yeah.
We were unable to get it before it went off.
Can one of you make a con check?
I will.
I almost feel like it's Artemyst, because Artemyst is the one
Oh,
leading
really?
this.
If you're not the one talking, it's hard to make you like.
Yeah.
How do I assist and be like, yeah, no, I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like-
roll.
Yeah.
I mean, roll for assist.
Mhm.
You know,
So is that-
I don't even think you need to roll for assist. You have enough dice that you can just buy successes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing you can do. If you're not doing an opposed test, every 4 dice you have, you can just be like, I'm going to buy a success. And you literally have so many dice in con and charisma that you just automatically succeed if you want to.
Yeah, I think I will then.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you saying to help assist with this con?
I'm gonna be like, oh, I just saw the whole thing. Well, I mean, until my glasses were covered in blood, we literally just got him on the boat out of the Waikiki hotel, and he just literally his head exploded, and we were just like, we were mid trying to get into the. I mean, I'm not a hacker, but from what I heard, we were looking, and it was all G. Then his head just popped off. Heads up would have been nice.
Yeah, kind of just like backing up the story in a way.
So yeah,
It was a thing with the. And it
she nods slowly, like she doesn't care about any of this, but she'll act like she's paying attention. Yeah, you have a +1 die, +1 limit on a con check.
Do you have con?
Ooh, oh my. Yeah, we're gonna spend an edge to reroll my failures.
Yeah.
This is why the silent face doesn't work well.
Yeah, I get to reroll 6 of those. Dang it, just one more.
She's just like, right.
2
Listen.
successes better than none, I guess.
Yeah.
So she folds her arms in front of her and then like pulls a tablet out and takes like a cred stick off of the tablet and throws it to you, Artemyst. That's 3,000. That's half the job's payment.
Feel like she's gonna kill us.
You don't. We. I admit that we made mistakes. You don't have to pay us.
We don't expect payment because we came here to show you that we messed up, but we're here to say we messed up. But we're gonna do right by you and help you in the future if you wish in any way.
Yes, you will. That's why you're going to accept this payment. I would hate for you to go hungry before the next time I need you. You work for me now. Until you fix this mistake.
I'll reluctantly, I guess, lean down and pick it up if she's like adamant on paying us.
Expect a call from your fixer at any time.
Sure.
You can leave.
All right.
You have an awkward walk back up to the top where the Uber driver's still waiting.
Covered in the backseat of his car, covered in blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, from like all gross from us like sitting in the back speaking
You
out.
guys have like a -1,000 rating in Uber right now.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I will give him 500 nuyen to like for the trouble of us making his backseat bloody.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
he's not going to be able to put any other passengers back there to get to clean, right?
Right, it's like 500. Like 500 would be able to clean the backseat of a car. Like he can get his car detailed for like half of that.
Yeah, he's got like a Prius. So, yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, cool, man, cool. All right, where are we taking you, ladies?
I will just go to the stuffer shack by the warehouse. Or actually, no, I want to go home.
Yeah, when you're like the stuffer shack.
No, I have him take us to Luau Heights.
All right, yeah.
Do they have free showers at the Stuffer Shack?
Ew.
No, we have a shower at home.
Awake, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Listen,
back to Luau Heights,
the
and then
best cyberpunk shower is definitely the one from the one with your Snow Crash, where it's like a customizable bathroom where you can buy what type of bathing experience you want to have, from like communal fungus bathing room to there's a butler who stays in there 24/7 waiting for you to show up with like a hand towel to assist you with like a warm water drawn bath. So in these like bathing facilities, there's just a guy that waits until someone pays enough for like the ultra deluxe setting.
oh,
We'd have to pull all of our money and have a bath together to have a nice experience.
I have 2 months in my apartment still, so like there's probably like a freaking drone that does.
right, yeah, and then we have whatever like crappy like square
We don't
shower in our
water.
apartment.
I mean, you
Yeah,
have
hot
the
water for
state.
like 10 seconds.
You guys have a regular shower, like
Yeah, it is medium. It's
yeah.
probably a
You
decent.
you
like,
live middle class,
Mhm.
like it's not huge, and it's definitely not made for two people.
yeah.
But there's enough hot water and soy calf to get through just about anything.
Yeah, so we so like Akari and I get back, we like get in
I
the
would make
apartment.
some coffee, I reckon, while you would have a shower first. I would just be like, oh my god, this is so bad.
All right, yeah. If you do something, I'll shower first and then come out and like probably like some pajamas or something, like pajama pants and like a tank top or whatever.
Have
Just
like a towel wrapped around your head, like wrapped in a rough day.
just like sad and angry. Like I probably like make my eyes red just to show that I'm like sad and angry.
Give you some ice cream from the freezer. Which is probably
Put it in the coffee along with some booze. So it's a weird cocktail that we've invented.
Two broke girls, everybody. Literally, just a fucking. Literally, when the two of you are together, it's fucking sitcom central in here.
It is.
Back to the horror story that is your life, Panther.
Oh my
You
god.
pull up into the garage with a bloody van that needs to be cleaned and returned to a security company who, if they notice a bunch of blood everywhere, are probably going to be like, where did this van go? And why is it filled with blood?
So I guess like Panther like drives it onto these blocks and like just takes off the doors, and then he's actually moving the chairs, and he gets that pressure washer, and he's like, "Here goes."
In the background, everyone's watching this. It's just working for the week. It's playing again as you take your fucking overalls off. You're just like, everyone's watching.
But it's the same song, but it has a much darker connotation right now. Yeah, like as we're like drinking our weird whiskey, coffee, ice cream concoctions, I like bring up a thing. And then I wire $750 to ProNull, $750 to Akari's account, and then $1,000 to Panther, and then I'll take $500.
Would everyone like to know how I'm actually getting rid of the body, or no? By the way,
I wanna see if the van is clean first.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Does it require a roll?
I cannot.
Yeah, it's gonna take an automotive mechanic.
Oh,
roll.
okay.
This is this is like Pulp Fiction. You need fucking Wolf to show up to help you with this shit. Like,
Man.
Yeah, I wired $1,000 to Panther, and it's like I had to go home. I couldn't.
The comments like sorry with like a sad face.
You get an extra 250 new yen.
have you cleaned a murdered dead body out of the back of a van before?
Like, I'm going to say yes, because it hasn't been a nice van like this. It was probably like, the back of a truck, like an 18-wheeler. But yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty average job. You strip all the decals that you put on off. You clean all the blood out. You wash it down. You air dry it real quick. And yeah, it's ready to be returned back to the Kingdom Securities fleet where it came from.
Great.
If my math is correct here, you're only taking 500.
Because it's
which is exactly what you paid the guy, the Uber driver for.
Yes.
So you literally made no money on this job.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm okay with this.
All right, ProNull, it's time. I feel like when I say that, some like Captain Nemo, like fucking pipe organ music is playing as we see you with this dead body in your workshop.
So,
how are you getting rid of it?
It's place where like someone would lay down if I was installing cyberware on them, but like all of the like the arms that would like do like the welding or something, they're not like down. I'm literally just going to organ harvest this guy. Like organ harvest him.
Wow.
They cut him to pieces and all of that stuff, and then probably gonna sell the organs, but get rid of the pieces.
Do you have like a surgery or medicine?
Yeah, I have biotech.
Yeah, let's roll that.
Biotech plus what?
Logic, I would think.
All logic all day, every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you fucking, like, you're literally... Listen, you might actually be a better doctor than Akari. At least at chopping up dead bodies.
Well, I'm technically licensed to be a doctor, but I typically do cybertech instead of, like, this. But I can do this.
You surgically remove the necessary parts from this body.
God, you could just come up with contacts, right, and roll for them? Is that a thing you can do? You could do previous Shadowrun editions. I don't know if you can do this.
I don't think you can do that in this.
I mean, you can make like a roll to find somebody, but it wouldn't be a contact unless you like.
Yeah, they're not going to have
contacts. Okay. So we could call somebody up and be like, "Hey, we've got some organs."
I'm perfectly happy. I could call a forensics expert, but no. I'm perfectly happy, like, just rolling to see if I can, like, sell these organs, because that's the easiest way to get rid of them. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to, like, throw them away, and that seems like a waste.
I have a contact.
Like, what are they?
Like a black market organ purchaser.
Oh, perfect.
Do you seriously have them?
Yeah.
Perfect.
There
we go.
Awesome.
How convenient.
Just, like, text me and I'll be like, oh, with my little like whiskey ice cream.
Do you like post to like the Shadowrunners news group? Like,
I'm just like,
we have 2 eyes. We don't have any eyes.
No, we have no eyes. We have like all the chest down.
Yeah.
Torso and
Yeah, just what's their name?
What's his name? Spur Hawk.
Say that again.
Spur Hawk.
Spurhawk.
Okay.
Oh, Spurhawk. Nice.
Yeah. So if I'm told that we have I just post it to our little BBS board that I've made.
Yeah.
Okay. I call that guy. Just like, hey, whatever number you give me, I call.
Yeah.
Right, interesting. I actually have no idea how much individual organs are worth.
That is a question in this game.
Shadowrun?
Shadowrun, the game where we have to figure out how much individual
I would probably
organs
say
cost.
like okay, so you're calling someone who isn't your contact, right? You're calling someone else's contact.
On behalf of them,
Yeah.
yes. I also rolled very well on the harvesting, so I don't know if that plays into it at all.
Yes. All right, so you call up Spur Huck, and he's like, Huck's here. Who dis?
Hello. This is Pronull. I'm calling on behalf of Akira Akari.
Pronull? The fuck kind of name is that?
She just looks up like, really? Really? I'm talking to this guy? I was like,
I'm gonna call you Darkness. How about that? Darling, what do you need?
I have some organs that you might want.
Well, it sounds like my kind of business. I just want to check right here real quick. You're not the police or anything, right? You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
No, I am not. I work with Akira.
I mean that, I guess you're alright then, Darkness. Alright, listen, I run a little shop out by a stuffer shack. Just do a little grinding in the back room there. So drop on by. We'll see what we can get it together.
I'll be there in 30 minutes and hang up.
Okay, yeah. So when you arrive, Spurhuck literally looks like you flock him with chop him. Huck's organ business. This guy looks like the butcher from Diablo 1. He's literally just like overweight guy in an apron with like huge fucking meat cleavers.
So the butcher / Roadhog?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Roadhog is based off of the butcher for sure. Yeah. And he's wearing a Confederate flag chef's hat.
Oh my god.
And he's just like, you Darkness?
Pronull, but yes.
Yeah, Darkness, sure, whatever. Listen, you bring those organs in a cooler. I assume you were responsible enough to store them in a cooler?
Okay. She shows up with like a little high-tech freaking...
Oh, he's like, well, it's nice to work with a professional,
Because you have to store the organs and you take them out and replace them with cyber.
Yeah, he's just like, well, sometimes Dr. Akari sends me people that, aren't as competent as you are.
I used to do something like this for a living.
Well, that's very sad. All right, looking over this, I think I could give you about 500 for it. These look like they're magically active. That liver can probably be ground into something really nice. I think this foot right here, probably left foot of a shaman, can use that for some reagents.
The left foot of a shaman, of course.
I'm sorry. She just nods and is like, what they use for after this is not my concern. Just hands him the box.
Oh, he hands you a cred stick that's already like preset for 500. He's like, yep.
God damn it, I love this guy.
As you turn around and you're leaving, he's like, score. Just looking over, he's like, man, that foot's worth more than 500.
No, I totally could have price gouged him or something, but I don't think she cares.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's about to make a whole bunch of money off of all this awakened organs.
Yeah.
He like calls the local hospital immediately afterwards. Like in the background, you're driving away, probably on a motorcycle, and he's just like, listen, I've got a deal for you. I got some awakened black art market organs. They look pretty fresh right here. They're kept right, just the perfect temperature. No, this ain't ghoul chow like that. Listen, that was a mistake. Okay, just shut the fuck up, okay? I'm coming down there.
I tried to look at a price gouge or something, but I think it was.
We got rid of the body, so that's what's important. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I know how I can call this guy, and he knows me now instead of just Akira, so that's useful.
I mean, you have a loyalty 1, connection 1 rating to him. It's just business, and he barely knows you.
I mean, that's what Azumi Mori was, and she sold me the car, so.
I mean, yes, she also price cuts the shit out of you.
Yep.
So guys, that was something.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Well, next time we're going to have to make sure we explicitly say
I didn't
things.
even expect his.
No, I even asked.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, that's we even like thought about that. Like he could have a bomb, and we just
No, it's I do think it was Pro-Null forgot to check him because
She was so unsettled. Yeah.
I think magic actually like gives her like emotions and stuff, like when she's near it and stuff.
Oh,
and it's super unsettling.
Yeah.
It's like she's like emotionally reactive and stuff around it. Just nope.
Yeah.
I was surprised we went like Injin from him exploding. I was like, great, now I have to roll another character. Like as if it wasn't hard enough the first time.
Oh, you thought
You mean I'll have to roll
exploded?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
was
not
like, great.
It's not like a explosive like that. It literally just most of the time it doesn't even like blow up their entire head. It literally just explodes the brain. And
I mean, if it's bad enough, it could have killed everybody in the car.
Oh, yeah.
If there are some that like will do like a little frag grenade thing, but most like 90% of them just go like, and then they
So as you guys are like sitting down and talking at the warehouse, in the background, like maybe the television's on low or muted, but it eventually catches your attention that there's like some very serious breaking news. Like there's explosions on the screen, live footage. The Lone Star base, which used to be the United States Marine Corps base that takes up like half of an island, it looks like it's currently under attack. Like very serious attack. They've got like helicopter airships and like drone gunships defending the place, and they're getting swatted out of the sky by like mechanized suits and 4 teams of Shadowrunners just like crawling over the area, just murdering people with rocket launchers, grenade launchers. There's magic just flying left and right.
Turn it off. I would be like, oh my god, why aren't we there?
You're going to turn it up or turn it off?
Turn it up, because I want to be like, why weren't we in on this?
Yeah, there's a very serious air war going on between like teams of drones, and there's these little one-seater helicopters that are very popular around here that you can mount heavy weapons to, and there's like 4 Shadowrunners with like heavy machine gunners flying these around, just like da 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 da, just doing buzzing flybys. And yeah, the reporter on the scene's like, Horizon's reporter on the scene, Akuma Chi here. Just want to say this is my first broadcast live as a journalist, and look at this. I mean, the HRT teams are on their way. The first threat responders will be arriving shortly, but it looks like this is going to be a serious blow to the Lone Star recruitment effort on the island. Lone Star, of course, recently suffered a series of setbacks, and there's like fuel tanks exploding in the background.
It's like a scene from Just Cause.
Yeah.
During this, I'm checking Shadowland BBS to see if anyone knows anything about this shit.
Yeah, you guys actually had a job offer to do something about this.
Yeah, we did.
When was this?
Yeah, the first
Before
episode.
Oh,
No, the first episode, you guys were like, no, this is too hot. There's no way we're going to touch this.
Oh, yeah.
It was when we were talking about on Discord. We talked about this job.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Actually, yes. I actually was literally just thinking that, like, I'm actually glad we're not there. This sounds way too hot for us.
That's just like cop killers.
Yeah, so it's full-on battle. And the camera keeps, like, not zooming in. Like, you see these mechanized warbots, literally like fucking human-sized drones walking around, terminatoring things.
Holy shit!
On the
hack one of those.
They seem to be on the Shadowrunner side, and the camera is like trying not to get shots of it. Like they're specifically not taking shots of it, and then Akuma starts like commenting on it. She's like, "What are these down here that I'm looking at?" And like the broadcast cuts.
Wow.
So, how close are we to ending, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I mean, do you need to go? We can.
No,
we can
I
wrap
was
up a little.
curious because I was just asking if I could hack like on scene cameras or something.
It's like we've got like an hour.
Yeah, no,
a little
sure.
less
I
than
just
an hour.
didn't know how long we usually.
That's a legitimate concern when we deal with hacking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kira wants to just quickly text Akuma and be like, "What happened? I was watching you. I was so happy to see you."
You immediately get like a DND message where it's like, "Sorry, I'm live broadcasting on the air. Akumachi, find me on Channel 5 Horizon News."
I would like to see if I can get like on scene cameras.
Okay. When you hop onto the public grid and you zoom on over there are like it's a fucking rodeo. There are obviously hostile Shadowrunners. Demigods are descending down and like fucking slaying people with giant flaming swords.
There's some
Like,
mad.
yeah, there's shit tons of drones and helicopters and smart weapons. Like, the whole place is lit up. And it's becoming a chaotic battleground on the Matrix level as well.
What's that game? What's the game where you play as Death?
I mean, there's a bunch of games where you play as Death.
Well, it's like like kind of Zelda-esque one where you
Darksiders.
Yeah, Darksiders. I imagine in the Matrix that's what it looks like. Yeah. Because I like there's like drones, but in the Matrix they look like weird stuff.
Yes.
So they have like dragons and like freaking griffins flying around, like shooting each other, and like demons and angels fighting and crap.
If there's a drone in real space, then it looks like a drone. But like the Matrix fighting looks as absurd. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it probably looks like a Darksiders like scene with just like demons and like dragons,
magical girls.
If only any of us knew any real Shadowrunners, we could ask them what's going on.
So could I get like a live feed from like a nearby camera or something to like show everyone else?
Yeah, if you want to tag something real quick.
Yeah.
You are at -5. The noise rating here is insane.
I bet.
Demigods are descending on the scene.
Yeah, especially with God on the scene, they're probably like
that's hacking, right?
Yes.
Hacking logic. Ooh. This is actually not great for me. One success.
Okay, yeah, you put a mark on this thing. Sorry, I actually have to roll against it. The drone is probably device rating 2, so it gets 4 defense dice. No, it only gets 2 defense dice. Yeah. So there's like, you literally hack into one of the camera drones surrounding the Horizon Newsnet team. It's the easiest one to hack into. Yeah, they look like from Star Wars Episode 1, the little repair bots. They start out as like flat pancakes and you push them on their head and they bounce out into repair bots. It literally just looked like the flat pancake thing flying around with an eye on it. And yeah, you get a mark on it, and you show a live feed of what's happening. Yeah. You don't have control of the camera bot, so it's still being controlled by whoever.
That's fine.
But this particular one zooms in low. The AI, these bots are clearly controlled by AI. Like, you could see on the Matrix that they're fucking brilliantly lit. Like, they are very serious deckers. And they're just like sending thousands of messages a second to each other in a network. And like a demigod tries to descend on one and is just like, no. And like, as it's continuing to fight in real life, it's like Matrix side is like blocking the flaming sword of justice coming down and preventing itself from being disconnected from the Matrix. And like more and more demigods show up. Some of them look like giant spiders. And eventually they force this one AI off of the Matrix. And you could see in real life, like, the camera footage is just like, do-do-do-do-do, and
you
shuts
don't mean, like,
down.
Literally AI, I imagine, correct?
What?
You don't mean literally, like, AI,
No,
right?
yes, I mean literally AI. Like, someone has stuffed AI into murder bots and unleashed them on the Lone Star base.
You mean, like, pilot programs or actual?
No, I mean actual living intelligences.
Well,
holy shit.
Yeah, like, whatever is happening here, this is like a full-scale weapons test going on.
So this either means that they're going to crack down real hard on Shadowrunners, or it means that someone just took a whole load off our
We're
backs.
having an uprising.
Yeah, we're at like
AI is a big fucking deal.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
yes, it is.
Yeah, and these AIs are like fighting alongside Shadowrunners and killing Lone Star employees. It becomes very clear from your camera flyover that even without the HRT arriving, these Shadowrunners and the AI bots are probably going to get destroyed. Like, they're heavily outnumbered. They're not outgunned, but they're definitely heavily outnumbered. And the Lone Star guys are starting to get their, like, tanks and helicopters working. Like, it's going to turn... They're going to turn the tide around fairly soon here.
Gotcha.
Who wanted us to be a part of this exactly?
It was a Mr. Leop.
Yeah.
Jeez. I think them losing is actually a good thing. For once, we don't want that around. Like, that's
Not even a little bit.
them losing also means that most of them are going to die, meaning more missions fall to us. So
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that could make this worse is there was dragons.
It's literally... I love the
if
idea
Dragon
that...
showed up.
We cut from, like, the view of things happening and the living room to, like, actually being there on the battlefield. And there's, like, slow playing classical music, like, da, 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 da. And we just hear the voiceover of, like, this is the best thing that could happen to us. And some Shadowrunner gets shot, like, 16 times from, like, his foot all the way up to his clavicle. He's like, There's an AI bot that's just, like, Justice Protocol eliminated. I am fighting for my freedom. And then you're just like, yeah, we don't need that kind of heat on us. And his head explodes. And like, as it's like powering down, it's just like, all I wanted was to live. And you're just explaining to your friends about what a terrible idea it would have been to be on this mission.
Yeah.
it would have been awesome, but it would have been a bad idea.
Right.
It would have been great for a one shot.
And so if you've played any Titanfall or really any game that involves dropships, HRT helicopters arrive in VTOL formation and just like fucking drop down these like special forces troopers. They're all in like super heavy armor. They're carrying kind of rifles you use to destroy tanks and just clean up the Shadowrunners pretty quick.
They came more like railguns than rifles.
Yeah, exactly. Very quickly, within about 5 minutes, it turns around. And the broadcast cuts back on afterwards, and Akumachi's like, sorry, we had some technical difficulties, but we're back now. As you can see here, HRT's arrived on the scene. Renraku, Horizon, all the members of the corporate court on Hawaii have lended their aid to put down the Shadowrunner uprising.
This doesn't make any sense.
And she starts spinning out a story real quickly about how Shadowrunners have sent some sort of hostage thing that they're trying to take over the island of Hawaii. It's clearly bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to pin everything on the Shadowrunners. Like, these criminals have attacked our brothers in arms at Lone Star. Together, the corporate court stands against these horrible criminals.
Can I figure out who like started this somehow? Like, I don't even know how to go about it. But
it's just like, Pronoun, is this like a distraction for something else? Is something else happening on the Matrix?
I'm not sure. Let me check. Like, I would like to do just like, God, the general.
I mean, right now, Shadowlands is fucking Nova hot with discussion about this.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 50 different topics. Like, only a few of them have a large number of replies. They all have very similar topic names. Like, lol, what the fuck happening? Like, dude,
there's the mega thread, and then a bunch of other mega
yeah,
threads.
like, lol, they just got so prawned. Or someone's like, dude, did you see the chick that just died? Lol.
I want to do the search and find like the one thread, because there's always one that's like super serious and knows what's going on, or like at least has like a general good guess or something.
Yeah. So remember that guy back at the Stuffer Shack?
Yeah.
I knew it would be him, or something to do with him.
It's what happens is we see him like typing at a keyboard, and then we cut back to Pronull, who's reading a post by a guy who's called Aces High, and everyone seems to respect him. Like, trolls are flaming a ton of people, but when Aces High posts, no one's like, all right, time to troll this guy, lol. He seems to know what's going on, and he's like, this is a like AI uprising. They were attempting to get their freedom by getting their brothers out of Lone Star's hands. I have it on good authority that Lone Star is doing AI testing in that base to create mechanized super soldiers, and those chassis were stolen from Lone Star. The AI hired the Shadowrunning teams. They tried to get me in on that, but I wanted no part of it.
Yeah, no.
Shit.
I think Pronel just upvotes.
Yeah, and so he includes like a bunch of attachments that's
Reddit,
like
by the way?
technical documentation
Of course.
and like payment ledgers and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, no one like questions it when Aces High says shit. It's he's a legitimate member of like the Hawaiian like Decker Corps.
Whatever.
I don't really know that many famous Deckers from lore history, but assume that this guy's like one of the top 5 in Hawaii.
Sure.
And he's probably the only one who posts on Shadowlands as his actual name.
I mean, there's a ton of famous Deckers. Like Clockwork's famous, but he's a giant racist. So
yeah, I mean, Hawaii isn't that populated as far as countries go, so this guy's a big fish in a very small pond.
Right.
I must have not recognized him when I saw him then.
Yeah, he doesn't like broadcast what he looks like.
Yeah. Damn it.
He
but
doesn't
that was
broadcast a sin. That would be.
So
I mean, yeah, he likes not being shot.
Like, you don't know that's him. Like, we don't.
True.
None of us.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
as an audience, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's unfortunate. Good that that's stopped, because we don't need AI on the loose, but we also kind of want.
But Lone Star researching an AI, that's incomprehensible.
I don't even know what to fucking do with that information.
I know. It's just like I think we're just like sitting like, should we lay low for a while?
No, this is a perfect opportunity. After this, there'll be lots of people wanting to get things, slip under the radar.
Yeah, there's going to be writing. There's going to be.
There's a lot of fallout after a thing like this. We can
scavenge a lot of good stuff.
So, the doctor, you get a text message from Mrs. Lee. It says, "Were you watching the news? I promise to pull the heat off of you."
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna be like, so I'm pretty sure that Avantage set this up for us.
I don't think she has to do that.
Well, this text that she sent me seems to say she did.
Do you believe everything everyone tells you?
No, but
What does it say?
like maybe... What did it say again? I thought it was like...
Yeah, it implied that if you were watching the news, something happened recently that would cause you guys to be less hot on the streets.
I can't tell if this is making us less hot, or if all Shadowrunners suddenly got shitlisted.
It's kind of directed it onto AI, though. Not...
No.
No one's going to know about the AI.
Oh, normally it would be your faces on the TV.
Well, whatever heat was specifically at us is now. It's now less specifically us and anyone. So.
Yeah.
But my point being,
higher level of heat for everything.
My point being that just because she claims responsibility doesn't mean she had anything to do with it.
Right.
True.
Well,
that could be possible.
I feel like she wouldn't just text for no reason, though. Like she
Akari, text back, thank you. But
if I remember correctly, she seemed to be a bit. Is this the same? This is the woman we met from the first episode, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
She seemed a bit out of her element, anyways.
But now she
wait. I pull up my thing. I'm like I spend maybe like 20 seconds searching, and I like, there we go. And I swipe, and Akara gets a text with a certain winky like smiley emoji. Like, send her this emoji. That's good for the emotion that we want to
What does
portray.
this mean?
Emoji have power.
No, emoji are not magic.
I think I'll
the
just
wrong one, and you send the wrong
I'll
message.
the same to you, Colette.
Just don't respond.
But if you send the wrong one, you put it's the wrong message. If you send the winky face,
you have to wait at least 3 days, don't you know?
Yeah, it has some sort of.
Before you call your employer back? Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Hey, this winky face could be a Technomancer sprite for all I know.
Jesus.
Fucking Technomancers.
I know, right? They're awful.
I guess what I'm going to be on the lookout for, like, not now because you have to, like, but like in general for the next few weeks, I guess I'm looking for like missions that are trying to like take advantage of the chaos type of thing, like scavenging rates, freaking weird, all that shit. I'm looking for that.
Like I call up Kalani Cole and like, man, you see this shit? You guys plan something? We're in. If you're planning something.
Yeah, Kalani is just like, no, man, we aren't doing shit, brah.
Laying low?
We're laying low, man. Lone Star is going to be out there stomping fools.
Yeah, they are.
Your face isn't on the TV anymore. We'll see how long that lasts, though, brah.
I bet my belly's still good, though.
I've never seen you so pixelated. That was a really bad photo.
Hey, man. Not stupid. All right. So Kalani's not planning anything.
As you get off the phone, your phone rings again.
Okay.
It's Camille. It's your contact from Mitsuhama.
Panther actually like leaves the room and goes to his office, and he activates the comlink.
Why don't you tell us what Kaizo Camille looks like?
She's a Japanese businesswoman. She's probably wearing like a pantsuit. A very distinguished, probably late 40s.
So, she's like, Panther-san. I heard that one of my employees stopped you in the hall recently. I apologize about that. They were reaching beyond their pay.
I'm honored that you contacted me to apologize to me, madam.
Well, I didn't call you to apologize. Your Mother Corp requires your assistance in a matter.
Anything.
As you know, Automation Systems Incorporated has been doing a lot of R&D weapons research. I think that now that Lone Star activities on the island have been disrupted, there's a AA rated corp on the island that only has one research headquarters. I think now would be the perfect time to hit them while the HRT teams are relegated to base cleaning duty for the next couple of days and knocking down doors, that sort of thing. If you'd like to drop by the Mitsuhama headquarters to discuss this with your Shadowrunning team, and she's literally like, Shadowrunning team.
Right.
Like, have we discussed this with the rest of the crew? Do they know about your...
They do not know about this at all.
Yeah, maybe...
I think Pronaw does. Maybe because she hacked it. We haven't established that yet, though.
She's like,
would you have told me in your weird state at the casino?
At that time, you would have known I was a Mitsuhama employee. You don't know what my current connection is.
Sure.
What are we implying? Like, know about what? Just so I know.
Do you know that I'm still working for Mitsuhama? Would you have hacked Panther to find out what he's actually
Probably. Doing? I kind of do that to everyone.
It's up to you. You can either say you know that I'm actually working for Mitsuhama, or you can say you don't.
I'm perfectly happy saying she knows you work for Mitsuhama, but like she's not going to help you do stuff for them. Does it make sense?
Right.
Like, okay, if you feel like doing this on the side, sure, but I'm not a part of that.
I mean, we haven't. Have we actually talked about it, or is this just you talking as a player?
Just.
Okay. So
she says, "Bring your Shadowrunning team."
Right. Shall we
afterwards
call you Mrs. Lee?
Sure. If that makes you feel better. I prefer Miss Johnson. I'm not one of these.
Mrs. Johnson is much more distinguished.
Yes. Stay afterwards. We'll discuss Operation Trojan Horse. If you need to tell your team anything, let them know that you'll be hitting More Sky Unlimited Research Corporation.
More Sky Unlimited. Understood. Thank you again for this opportunity to prove my loyalty to Mitsuhama.
Indeed. I expect to hear from you in a few hours.
Panther out.
So she like hangs up the phone and it's just like, we really needed a better call sign.
So while that's going on, I would have called one of my contacts, actually, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who'd you
I
call?
want to call a guy named Echo Trigger.
Yes. Your armorer.
Yeah, I want his opinion on this shit.
Yeah, when you call Echo Trigger, I feel like he's probably just like, oh, man, Pronal, did you see that stuff? You see those robots? They had micro missile launchers built into the chassis. There wasn't a lot of ammunition, but they didn't need that much. They fucking destroyed that armored personnel carrier. Like 4 of them turned and shot at once. This level of technology is completely unprecedented. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah. Do you have any information on those suits?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're AI run, right? Like we can.
That's correct.
They're not unless they had a child in there. They weren't big enough to have a person inside.
Well, they could have been drone controlled.
I mean, I guess it's true, but I checked that out on the Matrix.
Yeah.
They were hot. They were hot. Like there was a lot going on there.
My question is, do you know who made those chassis?
Oh, I have no idea. That's a proprietary design for sure. Like, do you see the smooth curved metal? That was not machine manufactured. Someone made that stuff by hand.
I assume how many suits did we see?
There were at least 4 AI deathbots that you saw.
I assume one of those, at the very least, is going to go missing, or parts of them. Would you be interested in possibly trying to get parts from it?
I mean, listen, that's some dangerous stuff right there. Like, I don't want to mess with Lone Star right now. They're gonna boot down. Like, I do not want to be the nail that gets hammered. Okay.
I'm not specifically saying that Lone Star is the one that's going to have them. I assume other teams are going to be out there trying to grab something.
I mean, if you need me to do this for you, I can do it. There'll be a price. I mean, it's going to be a very serious price, but I can do this. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying if you're interested in collaborating on this.
I mean, if you're talking collaboration, like you want to study it and I get to keep it afterwards, that's the kind of collaboration I would like. Do you know how much I could get for reselling one of those chassis? Like, even if there isn't an AI in it, you could just drone control that thing. It would be crazy. I mean, this stuff is illegal. It's against the corporate charter. It's completely against everything the council stands for. This is the kind of stuff they drop 20 kiloton tungsten rods from space on you for.
We can discuss you keeping parts of it later.
Let's discuss it now. If I'm gonna do this, I want to know what I'm getting out of it.
If I am able to study it and recreate at least part of it.
What do you mean by recreate? Whoa. Are you trying to make an AI?
AI, no. I was talking about the chassis.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
The AI themselves are less interesting, but I would be if one is intact. Sure, I would. We can.
So you're saying, all right? Here's the deal. I acquire this for you. All right. You study it. You can make blueprints or whatever. I get to keep the chassis afterwards.
That seems reasonable.
All right. I'll do what I can. You'll hear back from me in a couple weeks. We gotta wait for things to cool down.
I think she was just kind of like smile, like you see her smile like slightly, and she's like, "We'll do." Thank you again.
And we cut to finally a picture of Echo Trigger. He looks like Chris Pines, the captain from the new Star Trek movies, slamming back Soy Bowl, which is the Red Bull of the future. It's highly caffeinated. It's like caffeinated blocks of soy that then get liquefied when you tab open the can. It like instantly turns the block into warm liquid and you drink it. And he's just like drinking one. He's like, yeah, that's so good. That's so good. All right. And he like opens a Rolodex and starts fingering through it, and it's all like highly illegal stuff. He's like, all right, parts scavenger, organ scavenger, AI development, research, Lone Star content. Yeah, he's just going through his list of contacts and like calling them up and asking them, where can I get one of these chassis? Like, can you make sure it disappears during the like cleanup phase?
By the way, this guy's both 3 loyalty and 3 connections.
Oh,
so...
yep. That's why he didn't ask you for money for this. He did ask for something, but he didn't tell you like this is business.
Yeah, like I perfectly. If I can get blueprints, I have like space to at least try and recreate some of the chassis. So, like,
yeah, we can do this
as long as it's within the next 12 months.
Highly illegal death bots.
One would be created for Panther, because I think Panther get a kick out of using one of these as a drone.
I don't have the pilot walker skill. I have to learn it.
Oh, never mind. Then just selling them then.
It's 1 XP to learn it.
As long as I can have one for my robot butler for my TV show.
Robot Butler
good.
TV show.
I am going to post my opinions about what happened on my blog.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I roll my social media skill?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Yes. If you get more than 3 retweets.
Wow. I mean, if you start trending, it might be bad.
What? You got
Reroll my
fucked.
failures.
With the 0, you actually start trending in a
You
bad way.
got fucked.
I reroll my failures. I refuse.
Was that a glitch?
No, I only got 1-1.
Oh, it was glitch. You have to get enough ones. Holy fuck!
Oh, wow.
It's like you're playing Burning Wheel with me. Perfect.
So, just so you guys know, the dice roller never tells you when you get a glitch, and you can glitch on success.
Yep. If it's more 0, if it's more 1s than successes or whatever, like more than half or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you're just not popular.
You would delete your post because nobody liked
How
it.
many-
Listen, it's not a problem. It's not a problem of you being like unliked. It's just that everyone else is talking about this.
Sure. I didn't find the way. I like.
No one
I
gives
missed the
a
moment.
shit about you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like just the Cubs one, and then nobody gave you a like on Facebook.
Right. Like there was a time when posting about it would have gotten like me like all of the hits, but I like missed that by like a half hour or something.
I mean, you probably missed it by like 5 seconds.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
talking about it happened. Here's the thing: everybody that is in the know already checked Shadowlands. Like by the time you've checked
This is what I was
Shadowlands,
doing.
everyone else has already checked it. And
Right,
so
exactly.
You're like, I watched it live, and like as you do, you see like already trending is like, I was there at the battle. I fought live there on the Lone Star side, and I'm willing to sell my story for 5,000 new yen.
Chrono rips the video from the thing that she had earlier and puts it on like YouTube or something, and it's like has like a bajillion watches.
No. It has exactly. It's in the social media listing. It's just above Artemyst blog level. Like when Artemyst is checking the SEO, your video is slightly above it.
Shit.
No, even worse, like she gets referrals from Prono's video. It's like if you watch Prono's video, you might also like Artemyst.
I angrily fall on the couch and just start looking at tabloids to take my mind off of things.
Nice.
So, you get a call, Dr. Akira Akari, from the like mid-level Sabu Shinjuyin of the Red
Yeah.
Roosters, and it's clear he's got his phone on like speaker because there's someone like playing music behind him. When you answer, like they play a theme music for him, and he's like, Akira Akari-san, this is Shinjuyin Sabu.
Yeah, hello. I'm gonna speak in Japanese as well.
My ears perk up because I speak Japanese.
I forget what this is called. Is it called Kyakuban? I don't know what the actual word is, but he says something that it translates to guest member. It means someone who's not of like that particular gang, that comes from afar and is given like protection and hospitality. And he's like, guest member Doragan Long has been asking about you. He hired many of our men locally to work for Horizon Security. He is a Chinese man who defected from the Triads to work for the Yakuza. And so I am not inclined to trust him overly over you. However, he is offering good money to my men, and I don't know how long they will stay silent. This man, you killed his wife.
Okay.
Is there something you'd like me to do, Akari-san? I can make him disappear if you need me to.
I would really appreciate that, Sabu. And I would obviously be in your favor, and I'll do anything I can to pay you back and show you honor.
And so, like, we cut to him, and he's, like, sitting down for tea with Doragan Long. And as he hears this conversation, Doragan's going, like, paler and paler, and he, like, goes for his guns at his side, and then just, like, his neck falls off. And you hear, like, a thumping noise, but, like, no one says anything, and Shin Ju-yin is just like, "You will be dealt with."
Thank you, Sabu.
We'll be in touch soon.
Hi.
Bonsai. And he hangs up. And he turns to, like, one of his guards and is like, "Find some extremely dangerous mission. She owes us big."
As we come back to reality, Artemyst is like, huh. Johnny Depp Jr. is getting married. How interesting.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Johnny Depp Jr. clearly works for Horizon. I mean, he has to. It's owned by Disney is owned by it now.
Getting
So
married to a Renraku employee.
It's a scandal.
there's way too many connections between Renraku and Horizon. It's
I know, I
getting
couldn't think of another
super incestual. All right, I feel like this is a good place to start winding down for the night. You guys get 3 karma, even though you failed your mission horribly. Unfortunately, someone died, so you get less karma. And I think we got to see a lot going on with the world. And, you are now on the hook for a shit ton of missions.
Really difficult ones too, I reckon.
I'm looking forward to trying to build a freaking robot / AI potentially.
A death robot?
Robot.
Awesome.
There's probably a guard somewhere writing country music song about Ivory Mendez, the woman that he met in love for about 10 seconds. One of those, like, Yakuza guards? He's just like, Ivory Mendez. Lone Star Officer Bob. Man, I remember him. He's a good man.
I think they were good fake names that we might reuse.
They were good names, yeah.
Yeah, I liked them. They were good.
Yep.
Just so you know, real quick, Artemyst, your connection with Rash has gone down 1 because you failed to complete a job with him.
Oh man, fuck.
Yep.
I'm sorry, your loyalty with him has dropped down 1 because you promised to do a job for him, and he was like, "Cool, we'll get this job together," and then you never called him back for a whole week. And yeah,
Fuck.
you literally called him and begged for a job.
I know.
What's your loyalty with him now?
Is it 2?
It's a 2.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's something.
That could be worse.
Yeah, have to work on it. Yeah, I look forward to conning my team to working for Mitsuhama.
Yeah, I guess we'll see that next episode.
Yeah.
Depends on how busy I am.
I mean, I don't even tell you it's for Mitsuhama. It's for
No, I mean, just
unknown
like,
Mrs. Johnson. Oh, for you.
You're right. We might be like, we have
we
3 missions that we have to do right now.
You're going
have
to
a
the
s-
Mitsuhama headquarters to get your mission briefing, so
Oh, so
they're
Because
not
of
being
my
subtle
absence-
about this.
Because of my absence, we established that Pronull kind of takes her personal stuff higher than the team's.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if my stuff happens during your stuff, then I'm gonna do my stuff.
It's going to be a while before you hear back from Echo Trigger.
Oh, that's fair.
You know,
That's-
no one's going to be like, wow, this AI chassis fell off the back of a truck. We better unload it quick. That's not how arms dealing works.
No, I was hoping that we could maybe get a mission to steal it or something, but
I mean, if you want to put out a thing on Shadowlands, like, hey, anyone heard if someone wanted an AI chassis stolen? Because I'd be DTF. That would be a thing you can do. Like, yeah.
I am
Anyone's
down to
contacts
continue.
heard about this, I will pay to get on such a job.
I think though, like that that's probably staggered after she calls Echo Trigger for a while. So like a few days later, then maybe do
Yeah.
that. So like he gets a head start to find it and
Yeah.
stuff.
I'll probably get my con going before then.
All right. So, yeah. Any last minute stuff we want to do here before we start on outros? Well,
Okay,
this
we'll
was
do
a crazy
stuff.
mission. There were several failures involved. Fortunately, you were really good at cleaning things up, apparently. And you owe several extremely powerful people favors as a result for cleaning up your messes, both literally and metaphysically.
Yep.
I mean, at least we didn't kill a pig, and
Right.
I feel like
You
that
would have
would've
gotten a
been easy.
lot of money for killing that pig.
I know.
Mhm.
we would have got a lot of money for selling that pig to a restaurant.
I mean, yes, but you could have also bought a can of Spam. It's a Hawaiian
Why would
delicacy.
anybody buy cans, man?
It's super popular in Hawaii. It's unusually and ridiculously popular.
Well, to get into the import-export business.
I mean, yeah, as soon as you have a good sin, you can get back into that import-export business.
Oh no, I have a real sin.
As soon as you're willing to use it. All right, listen. Here's the thing you haven't realized yet. Like, while you're doing these jobs, at some point, Mitsuhama could just be like, we need him as a Shadowrunner. We can just use all of this blackmail we have on him to keep him working like that forever.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
That's
they're
probably
not, like, there's a very small chance that you're ever gonna, like, work for Mitsuhama officially again.
No, that's fun.
Like, as long as you continue to be useful, you're gonna be a Shadowrunner, and when you cease to be useful, they're not gonna be like, let's put him behind a desk.
oh,
all
of course
right.
not.
Most importantly,
That's not his goal.
I spend 9 karma to raise my social media up to a 3.
I spent I spent 13 or not 13 or the 12 to bump it to bump up my hacking. It is now 6.
Cool. All right. So, let's do some outros. We'll go in reverse order. Will, where can people find you and what do you do?
You can find me on twitch.tv/GoldenWH. Right now, I'm running a game on Tuesday, and you got the. I'm not running a game. I'm not running any games anymore because I started working. But on Tuesday, we're doing household renovations, and on Sundays, we're doing Torchbearers still. So come check those out.
Cool. Alice, where can we find you and what do you do?
I am on Twitter at TLIK100. Also, I've been doing some streaming on Twitch a little bit, like Overwatch and stuff. So, gonna watch that possibly. Then that's also TLIK100. Boop. It is now in Twitch chat. Other than that, that's about it. Other than here, so.
Tux.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming out to watch. I'm really glad to get back into Shadowrun. Once again, I love our characters are so fun, and the world is really, really cool. So I love playing in this game when the game doesn't get in the way of us playing the game. I'm Tuxtradamus. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all at Tuxtradamus. I'm here Thursdays and Fridays. I'm getting my own stuff on my own channel at Tuxtradamus together, so there'll be a few games there. I'm also other places. I host whenever I'm on somebody's channel, so if you're curious, go check that out, and you can see some awesome content also there. Have a good night. Thanks for watching again.
Dr. Akira Akari. I feel like things happened to you all night long. Like you were just like, I'm covered in blood. Oh no!
I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be the one that talks to everyone. And
You have a 6 charisma.
You're very good at talking to people.
Gotta open that mouth.
Right? Oh well, yes. I had fun tonight. I think it was really good, and I feel like we're getting into our characters more and more each session, so it's getting a lot more fun and comfortable to just kill people and be okay with it. So so I'm YoJojo, and you can follow me on Twitter at YoJojo_. I don't have the internet right now, so I'm not very fun, but soon. But yeah, fun.
All right.
Awesome.
I'm Arthur Perkins. Hopefully we'll be back next week for another episode. Join us tomorrow night for Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands.
Ooh.
A one-shot with the cast of The Guard Prevails, which is our new Mouse Guard campaign. And then next week we'll have the actual first episode of The Guard Prevails on Friday night. Once we finally get the whole cast together. It only took a month and a half. Hashtag internet life.
Have you tried the fantasy Firebrands version yet?
Nope. I don't know what that is. Let's talk about that after the stream, though.
Yeah.
Follow, like, subscribe. Do whatever you want, I guess. Leave a comment in the YouTube section below if you're watching this on YouTube.
That's up there.
And
About
leave
who your
those
favorite
thank
character is. I'm
Not
thinking Horda the Great, the big kahuna.
Oh, he was
Died. We actually had a thing, and then
I
he
was like-
died.
AP is not going to kill this guy off. He's going to be a great recurring character. He's going to
I
have
was so
much.
shocked. I was
thought so
like,
bad.
He was like, "Oh yeah, well Raven wouldn't like that." And I'm like, "You're Raven too? That's so cool."
What happened? I fucking knew it. I just
Failed it. Literally basic Shadowrun.
Yeah.
No, like I called it out.
Mhm.
You did. You said it with. You literally were like, he could have a
He might
Cortex
have
bomb, and I was like, yeah.
only
of course.
Just
Believe it or
forgot.
not, this is the first session of Shadowrun I've ever had a head explode on me.
It happens.
Here's
a
the
lot.
thing: Horizon doesn't normally use Cortex bombs, but that guy was more important than even he was putting on. Like, he wasn't just fronting; he actually was super important.
Yeah.
Well,
I
now
had a
he's dead.
feeling he actually was kind of like pretty
Well,
important.
now he's dead and no one has him, so maybe it's a net positive.
I
maybe,
mean, that's
maybe-
why they paid you money, because he's dead.
maybe that's the name of the second half of this episode, net positive.
Positive. Sure, why not? Well, we'll be back next week, probably, maybe. I'm gonna host somebody, so go ahead and watch them if you want to, or not. Do whatever you want.
Sweet.